Okay, this is May 6th, day 11 of seed starting with TTT Urban Homestead. I'm going to take a look at our plants, each one kind of individually. We started out with six packs. The seeds that basically got up potted the quickest were the squash. I am keeping two of them in smaller pints just for kind of demonstration. The rest of them are in quart containers. Everything got watered this morning. I'm using a 25%. I actually use the Marigold plant food, which is a little different than the just multi-purpose. Alright, this is the multi-purpose stuff. Okay, so I give them 25%. That's fine for the seedlings. You can use all types of, they got all types of, you can buy the special bottle of seedling foods and stuff like that, but I usually just buy the regular stuff and then do it at certain strengths. I do it at 25%, 50%, and even 100%. So other plants in the grow area, in the nursery, they might be getting 100%. These are all pepper plants, different pepper plants, and I've actually started other seeds, but we're focused on these. So the first one is the dill. It's looking good. We got 100%. We got 6 of them going. And as you can see, we've already got the starting of the true leaves. Alright, the first set of leaves, people, Cataleon, I can't pronounce it, I'll put it in there. But it is actually meant to start photosynthesis and start feeding the plant and actually start feeding it actually feeds the microbes in the soil. So the dill's looking good. This is day 11. So some of these seeds are actually, we're kind of way ahead of schedule. So most of these seeds say 10 days germination. So we're on day 11 and we're already into true leaves and things like that. So my little method of seed starting is, it's proven to be a little quicker, and I actually like to grow my seedlings a little bit faster, but you have to kind of keep track of that, make sure you're not getting leggy plants and things like that. This is the cherry tomatoes. We've actually got a couple set of true leaves, maybe, well, one set of true leaves, and then you see some of them have something coming out right in the middle. That will be the third set of true leaves. By the fourth or fifth set of true leaves, I can up pot these, and most of the time I am gonna up pot into like a pint container. Keep it under a controlled environment until it has 3 or 4 true leaves. I do this because I like doing it. You don't have to do it. You can plant the seeds in the ground. I've got okra in the ground, but it is so slow right now outside because of the cooler temperatures, you know. So I have some that I started indoor. These plants are 3 times the size of the ones that are actually in the ground. So to speed up the process, I'll do this all summer. So I will start stuff in here inside, get it to within way less time. Sometimes they say you got to do this 8 weeks ahead of time, but hey, these are cherry tomatoes. Everybody's starting them in January, but I'm gonna do them when I know within, say, 4 weeks to 4 to 5 weeks I can put them in the ground. That's still before June, so I'll have, and then they'll grow once the weather heats up and things like that. They're going to grow a lot faster outside anyway. So everything's going to be kind of slowed down outside because of the cooler temperatures. Even the tomatoes that I have outside are going to slow down, because if it's getting below 50 at night, the plants are going to slow down. So why not, keep them in a controlled environment until you're ready. Make sure they're super strong. Got really nice stems. I'm continually building they're under the lights, so they're growing in here, and I can grow them up until they almost touch the lights. But by then I know they need to be out in the ground. So all right, here's the squash straight neck, looking good. It's gonna have the roots are really they go deep and long on these, so we'll see how these do in the pint container. But I know that the ones in the quart containers down here are going to do pretty well, and I will let them get all the way. As you can see, the roots are actually going even already within a few days are going to the bottom of the container. So I don't want to let them get too root bound in there, so we'll just keep an eye on that and try to have the ground ready. Okay, so this is the marigolds that I did. These were home collected seeds from the seeds from last year. And then this is the sugar baby watermelon. It's looking good. It does have some roots being a little slower than the squash, and that's fine. I'm glad. I'd rather not have to up pot so quickly, but that's the way it goes. Alright, so when you get a chance, if you get a chance, hit the like, subscribe, make a comment, TTT Urban Homestead, and watch the whole playlist. But I'm going to try to keep these short so that everybody can kind of keep track of these specific plants that I'm doing, and we'll label once we get them in the ground or in a bag or whatever we do with them. We'll label them that these are the plants that we started initially in the original seed starting video. Talk to you soon.